One, LM-2022-0184, order concerning real property taxes of Now Faith Ministries, tax account number 21964 and 27261. Item number two, LM-2022-0230, order concerning real property taxes of Lyndon B. Razor on motor vehicle tax accounts 826926, 86081, and 86082. Item number three, LM-2022-0236, order concerning real property taxes of Critical Productions International, Inc., tax account number 925177. Item number four, LM-2022-0237, order concerning real property taxes of Mary I. Swain on motor vehicle tax accounts 94926, 100978, and 1016995. Item number five, LM-2022-0176, order concerning real property taxes of Ronald County on motor vehicle tax accounts 824086, 824087, 910649, and 927810. Item six, LM-2022-0256, order abating deferred collection of real property taxes due from Grady and Gloria Jones on the residence grant list of 2019 and 2020. These items are filed with the city clerk and may be inspected at room 202, 200 Orange Street, New Haven, for order Honorable Jose Crespo, Chair, attached Michael Smart, city clerk. If you need a disability-related accommodation, please call 3 business days in advance at 203-946-7651 voice or 203-946-8582 TTY. In accordance with the City of New Haven COVID-19 requirements, all attendees must wear masks. Public may send comments to public testimony at newhavencp.gov. Some housekeeping items: when any petitioner is coming up or any person who's going to speak, you can pick up the mic, introduce yourself, name and address for the record, and then you can proceed with why you're here this evening, and this committee will listen to you and ask questions after that. Having said that, let us now start with the introduction of the committee. Starting to my left.
Ernie Santiago, Vice Chair, Ward 15.
Alder Frank Douglas, Ward 2. Alder Singh, Ward 5.
Alder Jose Crespo, Ward 16, Chair. And I recognize my colleague, Alder Ms. Rodriguez from Ward 4. Please forgive me. Welcome. And at this time, I would like to ask for Now Faith Ministries to please come up. Yes, and when you get the mic, do not press the center button or turn off the mic. Just hold it in the side.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
You're welcome.
Turn it the other way. There you go.
Arlene, can you now take notes? 116 Anthony Street, New Haven, Connecticut.
Thank you.
Elder Faith Beasley Howard, Now Faith Ministries Church, 116 Anthony Street, New Haven, Connecticut.
Proceed. You're speaking with this right.
We're back again. We're back again. You were asked to submit
certain documents. And we are here to submit what we have. We moved in 2000. We purchased another building in 2019, so we had to move. So some papers got lost but we do have papers for 2020 until now, 2019, 2020.
We just want to make sure that we just acknowledge the board. Thank you all for hearing us. And we also want to say that we apologize for not being able to locate those other documents from the previous year. We were under the impression that the clerk's office and the assessor's office were also going to have copies of them, which they did not. So we're here to present what we have and ask for your consideration. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Sir Chair, we did forward the information as requested to Mr. Hayden, and it was confirmed received by Mr. Lucas.
We are now going to come back to this. I'm going to open up the floor for questions. For my colleagues, and then all saying we wanted to inquire about something further.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you for presenting. I was going through the document, and when we met the last time, we had asked for deed of the property at Anthony Street. The deed was showing that it was transferred in September of 21, August, September of 21, when it was officially changed from this, from the pastor to Faith Ministry. Now Faith Ministry, and the tax document you have, what you call the non-profit document that you have for tax abatement. The tax abatement was, you had that, but the property was not in Faith Ministry at that time. And it transferred legally in September or August of 21, if I'm right.
Okay, Pastor was not aware that she could not be named like as the executive CEO, however it's termed in business terms. She was not aware of that until it was told to her that she had to put it into, as we stated at the previous meeting last month, or was it last month? So she could further explain and elaborate, but when she was told that it had to go into the church's name solely,
Yes.
that's when what you're referencing happened.
Yes, so thank you. So tonight we are looking at the transfer date when the property was transferred into
Yes.
Faith Ministry, so we can work on that date where it's legally transferred.
Excuse me, sir. If you look at the assessors, they received this application on October of, well, this one actually was stamped on October 2020. We acquired the property in 2019. That's when they stamped it, because that's when, but as soon as we and then we did not get they did not acknowledge us, and we didn't get any acknowledgement, then we were still being billed taxes. That's when I started inquiring further and started coming down and speaking to other people. And that it was when we were told that was the reason. And so no one said that to us when we went to the clerk office. because everything was already done, the paperwork for the state, everything was done. And so when we went and we found out this, then we had to put in another application. And it's just been a cycle. Okay, and so you'll see the next page, you'll see where it was stamped again on September 2nd, 2021. But the whole time we've had this business, we've had this building and ministry and operating out of this ministry, not knowing the timetable of when we should have gotten the approval. And further, this has been stamped, sent to the, and you go, if you go returning. You'll see where we had to quick claim it, because that's when we found out that is the date. And we really found all of this stuff, it's just been a confusion for us, because this is the first time we've been doing this thing. And it's like, we were hoping that people were steering us in the right way, you know, and unfortunately, we did what we had. We finally just said, tell us what we really need to do. Okay. And that is when someone from the clerk office actually explained to us what we really needed. They said they didn't think that had to be done that way. And that's why they didn't think the first time when we did it, they didn't see a problem with that, why it should have went through.
Mr. Chair?
Yeah,
Thank you.
proceed.
Yes, and I understand you, and I recall from our last meeting when the tax assessor was here, because the tax document, the tax document was for faith ministry, and that, you know, on property of faith ministry, but the property was privately owned at the time when you filed. So I recall the tax assessor said you did not qualify because the property was privately owned and was not in faith ministry at that time. So the quitclaim deed stated somewhere around September or August of 21, when the property was quitclaimed to faith ministry.
Now faith ministry.
Now faith ministry. So that's a date we can go by, because the tax document is for faith ministry. Now faith ministry. Thank you, Mr. Chair. That's
Okay, so, Mr. Chair, I'm sorry. So what if I'm not, I need the microphone.
I'm sorry.
Keep it in the middle. I'm sorry. If I'm not understanding clearly, please, let me know. So basically, because it wasn't transferred at that time, basically, what Alder Singh is stating is that they can only go by the date when we transfer it into the name of the church. But we moved from that residential property that we were utilizing in 19. So that's the consideration that you're asking for.
I believe, just for clarity, I believe my colleague was trying to ask, or trying to present the matter of the property or the name was still with, I believe, the CEO plus the name of the organization.
Mm-hmm.
And then it wasn't separated until 2021.
yes.
And at that point, that's when the exemption status for
Faith.
for 501c3 will be considered. Am I correct, Paul?
Yes, Mr. Chair, that's correct.
I think that's what he's trying to say.
I mean, Mr. Chair, true, legally, that's the guidelines that you have to follow the tax document, and when it was transferred to faith ministry.
No.
Actually, it does say here in 2020, it was under now faith ministry in 2020. And the contact person was me, if you look at the application. I was there for the contact person on the application. But if you look at the document received on 2020 of October 8th, it was in the name of Now Faith Ministry.
Yes,
Okay,
that's what he's saying. He's saying.
okay.
So we're in agreement. with
Yes.
that.
We're in agreement.
Okay.
We're in
That-
agreement
that-
to that.
yeah,
With
yeah.
the 20.
So let me just ask. This application that was submitted. I believe this was, second application, because I know that based on the letter from the city that was dated January 27, 2021. The city denied the status in January 2021, but it was approved in January 2022. And I believe in 2020. Correct. So do you have copies of all those applications you proposed?
I do have the one for 2020.
So the applications, if you check the, I don't know if you have the packet, but I can pass this.
No, we
It
don't.
should, okay, it should be the same thing. It shows that there's a tax exempt application. And I'm surprised that, because it says last fiscal year end date, July 2020 on the document. And it was received October 8th, 2020. I just hope that we're not gonna be penalized because they may have been backlogged, and they may not have gotten to it until then. But then there's a second application still in the packet that is stamped September 2nd, 2021. So, and then the October 8th, 2020.
We don't have this. So you can have this one, and we can, it's here.
October 8th, 2020. Got it. Perfect. This is what I was looking for. So this is 2020, which was received. Or we received the report to the state stamp for the date of the September 2021. And you stated that you don't have documents for 2019, correct?
No, we purchased Anthony Street in December of 2019.
Okay, so let me see if I can. For 2 years, you were in Trump, but you were saying like church and apartments, right?
That was in 2016.
Okay, so for 2 years. And then you moved, and then you apply, you keep applying. Okay, even though it is true that the legal date is the one he said, I think we are able to go back a few years if we have to. We agree to it. So, and then if we agree to maybe do half of it, then we have the power to go back in a few years, so. What my colleague is correct. The true legal date is when it became, accepted. So, so that was it. And remember, what was the, first of all, who, you can say, they tell me this, they didn't tell me that, who's they? The assessor's office?
The assessor's office.
Just for clarification. So assessor, on the tax office?
It was in the tax office. They
Assessors.
always sent me over to the assessor's office. And I actually found a name.
So you will charge the rent upstairs and you will have an insurance also?
Only for 1 year. And then after that, was from 2017, 16, 17. 2017 on was nothing but the church. We utilized the whole building because we fed the people in the community. We did coats and hats and gloves and stuff. So we utilized the whole building only for church.
And I also have pictures if you'd like to see how it actually was set up. You know, so you could just kind of slide.
Probably would you mind, Kirby?
Well, let me, okay, so you got to slide towards the
Left.
that way
Right.
from,
Right,
yeah,
right.
yes.
And
Okay.
newspapers.
So we had where we had back to school giveaways. New Haven Police participated.
Toys for
We
Tots.
had to have we had to do some renovations. We did toys for tots, giveaways. We had service inside the building, on a regular dinners,
Every
for
fourth Sunday, we fed the
the
community.
community every fourth Sunday. There's pictures mixed in for Anthony Street as well. Just to kind of show you how it was set up we utilized the living room area. We utilized the living room area, which was bigger for the sanctuary. And then we fed the community through styrofoam, from the kitchen area. The office was in the bedroom. And we, had a nice setup there. God bless us to be able to utilize it because we are the church.
You read for me, this is where, why the purpose, it says, to lead people to the provision is a work out of way, okay. Feeding the rest of you, okay. I didn't understand that it was out of way. Okay, no, thank you, I'm curious.
Any more questions, colleagues? So, what is your ask, Steve, from us?
We're like, because when we purchased this building, because we would like to ask that we be, reimbursed for taxes paid from 2017. That's what we're asking, because we feel like that's what we utilize the total building just for community outreach and to take care of the community, and during that process, it incurred a lot of expenses just to carry on the building, upkeeping. We had to replace the roof and everything in this place and get it totally renovated, to make it where we could accommodate and do the work for the community. And we even had Bible study and counseling session there. People that were homeless that had domestic dispute and stuff. We had them to come in and counsel them, and times when people were homeless in the cold, we brought them into the sanctuary and give them a place so they wouldn't be out in the cold. And so and it all took a lot from us, so we totally utilized the building from 2017 on to 2019 Winthrop Avenue, totally for ministry to the community. Then 2019 is when I retired from my job where I didn't have the income, and I took my retirement money and purchased the building. And so, and the paid taxes on top of that. So a lot of stuff went where I couldn't take care of a lot of stuff that needed to be taken care of at the building that we need.
She always put ministry first. I just gotta always say that. She had put the ministry before she put the ministry before taking care of herself. And I used to say, Pastor, you have to take care of yourself. And she said, well, I'm gonna be all right. In her way, she would say, God got me, I'm gonna be all right. And it's every year we're feeding, 645 Grand Avenue up until the pandemic struck. Christmas Day, because we felt like, we had to do something for the less fortunate. Somebody, appreciated it, and so we would take gifts, we would feed them a cooked dinner, 5-course meal, serve them, and we enjoy doing it. I have pictures also where you can see that being done. It's all on our website page, so that people can see it's not just about this. Every pastor is not like this, but we do ask for your consideration in reimbursing for some of the years that, she had to put out of her own pocket, because in order to receive 116 Anthony Street, she went in her own pocket. And taxes are not cheap in New Haven. I'm just being honest. And it's all about, giving back. That's all. We want more resources to be able to give it back. We have a lot of crime going on right now in the city. And just like in our neighborhood where the church is, and we want to reach out to those individuals, those families, and let them know we're here and we want to be able to help them.
All done.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So I'm still not clear as you're asking for reimbursement on all that was paid, or can you give me the specific time period, the length that you're asking to be reimbursed on?
So for one clarity, I believe she requested from 2017 to the present, all taxes that she has paid or that the church has paid into the present time. Is that correct?
Yes.
So that's to the present.
Any questions? Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I believe, just for clarity on record, I believe that we were approved for tax exempt for this year. So in January of this year, it was approved, Pastor.
Yeah, but it won't take place until the next tax.
Right, the next tax go about, but I'm just, because it's not till now, but, because we were approved in January.
Yeah. You were approved January 1st, 2022. So 2020, so 2017 to present. But I think you're just looking from 2017 to the point where they're exempted.
Yes.
So, okay. We have information to make a determination this evening. And you can sort of wait, or you can contact tomorrow.
We'll wait since we're here. Okay, I'll speak then tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all.
Presented well, thank you.
Thanks for the work you're doing.
Thank you, sir. We got plenty more to do.
Next now, the item number 2, Lyndon B. Grazer.
Good evening, my name is Lyndon Grazer. The address is 64 Townshend Street, number 12, in the private pictures.
Thank you for joining us. Steve,
I'd
please.
like to thank the alders for hearing this. In 2014, I was living at 220 West Rock Avenue. I lived there for 4 years. About 10 o'clock the evening of August 4th of that year, I came home, parked my 200cc scooter on a loft on my front, against my front porch, where it had been locked for 4 years. I got up the next morning and the bike was gone. I am still dealing with tax issues that I'm being told that the taxes were not paid in 2013, but to be able to be reimbursed from the insurance company in August of 2014, I had to prove that there were no liens against the bank. Unfortunately, we're 8 years out, I no longer have that paperwork. You know, one of the things that happens during COVID is you look for what to do around your house. I got really good at shredding. So I don't have bank statements to prove that I paid the taxes. I don't have any sort of receipts. The assessor's office and the tax office both say that they have no record of payment. I do, the only paperwork I can pull online is a power of attorney from State Farm, which I required that I sign. Again, you know, in 2014, not everything was online as it is today. So I got my tax bill in January and paid what I thought were my taxes on my 2007 Honda Odyssey and my 2012 Pinto scooter. And I had every expectation that my tax bill had been paid in full. I then received a bill that those were now outstanding debts with interest and full fees, and that in fact the 2013 bill was not paid in full. My request respectfully is that the money that I paid in January be applied correctly to the vehicles that I anticipated that tax money was being paid for, and that the bill from 2013 is expunged. Thank you for your time.
So let me just get this clear. For the, what is it, Kimco?
It's a Kimco scooter, yes, sir.
That was stolen, correct?
No, actually, I'm sorry, it's a little confusing.
Yeah.
It's a Piaggio. It was a 2002 Piaggio DV200 that was stolen in 2014. That's the tax that was, the city is claiming I did not pay. When I paid my tax bill in January, it was for a 2012 Kimco scooter, which is a 300cc vehicle that helps make a clarification, and also my 2007 Honda Odyssey minivan.
You have a police report of that item being stolen?
I asked Don when I talked to him if I needed to provide that, and he said it wasn't necessary, but I could certainly pull it. I mean, it's from 2014. I have no idea how long it'll take the police department to dig it up for me. But I'm happy to try and trace it down if it's of any use. Hang on a second.
And then you stated that the assessor, the tax collector office told me they have no proof of payment.
Right, neither the tax office or the assessor's office. If this is any use, this is a form I had to sign for State Farm. It's a power of attorney stating that I have released the title to them. And I can go back screen to show that that happened August 29th of 14. But I had to, by that point, prove that I had paid anything that was owed on the bike before they would cut me a check. That the gift that keeps on giving.
Any questions from the committee members? Alderman Rodriguez.
Thank you, Chair. Your car registration is up to date
Yes, ma'am.
and you have no traffic violations.
No, ma'am.
Thank you.
If it helps any, I'm a job coach in New Haven Works. You know, I live on a nonprofit income, and we've been working straight through the pandemic. I'm sorry. Yes, thank you.
2014, the Piaggio was stolen. Was it right?
Absolutely, everything was registered.
So my question is, did you cancel the registration?
The insurance company needed to do that. That was one of the things that the power of attorney was for.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Certainly. Thank you.
Any questions, any additional questions? Comments? Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. So I'm new to this process. Can you tell me what happens next, please?
Yep, so we will deliberate at the end of this meeting,
Okay.
and you're able to remain here waiting, or, you know, if you have other urgent matters to attend to, you can certainly leave, and then tomorrow you can call Anita or Al Lucas. we'll let you know what the decision is by was.
Okay, great.
Once this decision is made, it'll then go to the board of alders and they'll make a determination on whether to approve it or not.
Okay, do I need to appear before that meeting?
No.
Okay, so here's my card if you need it.
Thank you.
Now, said the when you pay, I'm sorry, I just realized something else. So you use your card to work, of course, right? I mean, is your card? My question is, should we send this to the new C?
Sorry.
So that way, you know, she could pay the taxes and
But
the card be paid off?
if I may, sir, the check I cut in January of this year was in full payment for both the tax on the 2007 and,
You
okay,
know, that's not what I'm asking.
okay, sorry.
They know what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that because if you don't pay your taxes, you know,
Right, so there's accruing interest, as you're
Exactly.
speaking.
so this is something that we could do. It's called UC. That means you don't go through the whole process. You go straight to the board to get voted.
Okay,
So it's faster for you to, you know, whatever decision we make,
okay,
to get your car up to date with no taxes, you know, since you already paid whatever. You know.
right, I mean, that's my concern.
Because if not, the decision that we get here, it goes to the board. It goes through 2 meetings, the first reading, then 2 weeks later, second reading, that's when it gets voted on.
And then
That's why-
meanwhile, the interest is accruing.
Exactly, you see, just go right to be voted for, that's why
Okay,
I'm
I
asking.
mean, I would love the decision, but frankly, I've only got another 15 minutes
Okay.
on my meter,
Go ahead,
so.
I'm done, thank you.
And I certainly can appreciate the parking authority is looking for money. And hopefully a good weekend for them with commencement.
No more questions? Thank you for your time.
Thank you all very much. I appreciate your time and efforts on behalf of the city.
Thank you.
Thank you for what you do in the way it works.
Thank you.
I'd like to now hear Critical Productions International.
Please speak a little louder. here.
Names of my.
Your name and address for the record.
Okay.
Hold the mic up.
Yeah. Pick it up. Yeah, I would have, yeah. Okay, all right, my name is Crico, but yeah, I have Crystal and the other volunteers
Yeah,
operate the Hill Museum of Art, you know, so
What's your address?
what's my name?
The address.
Oh, 210. Actually, the 212 West is where we have we're asking for the tax relief. So we have 210 and then we have 212 West Street. 210 is where the museum is. Here, museum, we have a copy of some of this. Okay, whatever.
I'd like to.
So we've been doing the renovation by ourselves for the last 11 years. Now we had the 210 that we got from the city. We had to build that using our own resources. And with the pandemic, so we've been struggling and trying to rehab the one that's at the back, at the garage, so that can help us get some investment. Because right now, the way it was all run down, nobody would look at it. The bank wouldn't touch it, so that we do have a 501c3 certification, and we just I had declared 40% of the rental of that property. That's why we own that tax, because I declared 40% that only one part of it was is occupied. Most of the basement, we had to do it with everything has been there. That's where they have meetings sometimes with the community. We don't have any income coming in. We don't have any donations. Basically, we do the administration, the labor, even though most of those carpenters that I have to
physically build it, So now that we're looking for more investment, we want to clear the back taxes that we have, which is not a whole lot, and then, and we can take it from a fresh area. It's getting much better now that the pandemic is winding down. Yes. We didn't have no income coming in.
Thank you. Any questions?
Yeah, I got a question.
Mr. Minister?
So let me see if I got it correctly. Well, the one in the back
Yes.
is where the museum is at, right?
Yeah, the museum is
And
the
the
one.
one, and this one, yeah, I know in the back.
Yes.
I pass by there all the time. And then this is the house that you want to add to the nonprofit.
Yes, that one is already added to the nonprofit. It was when we did the filing for the.
But this is the one, oh, sorry. So this is the one that you, this is the one here,
Yes.
212, that's what I'm saying. The other one, the museum is all set.
Yes.
This is the one that you want, that you here for us today, right?
Yes.
So it's not an apartment for renting? Nobody rents an apartment?
I have a tenant right there, so when I filed for the tax renewal, I declared 40% of that was to be taxable.
Oh, okay, yeah. That was my question, but
Yeah,
yeah, because we cannot do the whole thing, because if it's getting, if you're getting money out of it, you just answer my question, the 40%, no tax, that's gonna be tax, is what you rented. Am I correct? The 40% you told the city to tax you on is the apartment that you're renting.
That the apartment that no, the 40% is
For the tenant.
Yeah, we rent, we got $1,000.
Exactly,
Yeah,
that's right.
so 40% of that.
Yeah.
It was what it was being taxed on.
Okay, because you rented to a
Yeah,
tenant, exactly.
yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, thank you. That's what that was my question was going on.
And then
Thank you.
And then the garage at the back there, you see the garage.
Yeah. That's all right.
I had to physically build that, because it was safe from the way it is now. We improved the neighborhood. I've been doing that for years now, and most of the stuff tax, insurance, maintenance, even the parking space right there that I provide to the community. They don't pay. I don't charge. They'll go out there and cut and keep the place going. And now we're moving to the next stage about digital applications. So that's why we're doing the next, the one at the garage, to convert that, And it's Crystal and all those helping, to manage that. We don't have a big staff, but we have the passion, the inspiration, you can see when the kids come in. And then we just had this was just last week. We have visitors coming. It's not going to be people in the museum, but we have visitors coming and they're from Boston and from Yale. And we just had it. So, and we now do have hope to get an assistant, financial assistant to help us develop the next step. That's how we want to clear all the taxes to be able to obtain a permit to go to the use variance, the zoning, to be able to put it just the backside or the garage. So whatever resources we have now, we are trying to put into get that permit and all that.
Okay, so yeah. So I remember when you came for the first one, I was here. I actually remember the tax abatement when you did the first one. So that was very good. And we remember that was very nice and you did. Now, my last question is, these numbers that I got here, does it reflect the 40% off or not?
40%. All right, we just get one tenant.
Yeah, I understand. But I want to see if these numbers are without the 40% or with the 40%. You know what I'm asking?
Yeah, is the 40% included in this?
Yeah.
40%.
Separate.
On the type that we go. Yeah, the 40% is the taxable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that 40% is just of renting the
Yeah.
property. I don't know, maybe I'm misunderstanding there. Yeah.
No, we got that. We know, we said that the 40% was gonna be taxed.
Yes.
What is gonna be taxed because of the tenant. My question is, if this includes that 40% or not? These numbers like I hear. Oh, do you know if they do?
I don't know, but considering they got the,
Because I don't have the number.
They got the,
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
they got
Wait,
the
that's-
exemption in 2022.
So they wouldn't be hurt?
So that should be the, right, that should be the full bill.
The full bill, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah, so,
So it should be 40% of that. We gotta take 40% out of that of every year, no?
from the time he's been renting, right?
So let me see. So basically it's only 40% of this bill per
40%.
year.
Right.
So it's a lot less than what it is right now.
Roughly like half.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, thank you.
Right.
You want to say, right?
Yeah, all correct, yes.
Mr. Rico, is it the rentee, is the rentee out to 10 or out to 12?
Is up, 2, I mean, is it what, 210?
Is the rentee,
The person.
the person that you are renting to, are they in the New Haven Museum, that building? Or are they in the building that you are working on?
The one that we're working on now, the backside, is that what you're asking?
Yes, where is the renter, the person that you're renting to?
Oh, okay.
In the museum or in the other?
No,
Is it
it's only,
212?
it's only the 212.
212,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, because when you came in there, you know, we walked in, yeah, 212, yeah. It's only one thing. And then she also have, does the cleaning, so we had to review the renting. That's all we have.
Any additional questions?
And Mr. Chair, just one other question to help you all.
Yeah.
Starting when? The tenant,
There are most of the,
starting when was the tenant in 212? What year?
Starting this year.
what year? The time I was, 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Yes, yeah, because you know.
So 17, so
When I
this,
first out tenant, you know, it's all down, it was about 2, 3 years to.
Yeah.
To rehab that front one day, it wasn't livable.
Okay.
Let's see. Any additional questions from committee members? Seeing none?
no, what? I apologize, Mr. Chair, but also Rodriguez is the owner and she might testify. So you gotta go that side.
Point of order, I haven't asked the public.
Oh.
So, entertain public testimony.
Okay, thank you.
Any more questions? Seeing none?
Any more questions?
Yes.
I don't think so. We're just waiting for the project.
Oh,
So once we deliberate this evening, you can stay until the end, we'll deliberate. Or you can call tomorrow, either I'll do this or not here, and they'll tell you what's the decision.
Okay.
On this committee.
Right.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm having to do that. Yeah, getting over it on my ears. Yeah. All right, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
it's just for me.
All right, we got this,
Twisted my knee there.
All right.
Alder Evelyn Rodriguez. Alder Evelyn Rodriguez, 79 Arch Street, New Haven, Connecticut.
Yes.
Yes, the New Haven Museum and the building right next to it, Mr. Pico has invested so much time. This is a beautiful building. We have a lot of work to do. We really need to find a way to open it to the public. He has been providing service. He has had some nice events in here for the community, none at no cost. Whenever we utilize his, the New Haven Museum, they provide refreshments for us. And they're printing materials. They've been very supportive with things, anything that I have needed, he has provided. Additionally to that, the art that is in there, the time that this man has invested, this money is nothing in comparison to what he has invested, his energies, his time, his efforts. The building next to it, 212 West, he's working very hard in there and trying to make that a very beautiful site for us. And I think it does help the community neighborhood a lot. That we have to advertise it, that we have to make it a big and important thing. And we have to find a way to help him accomplish that. That's another thing. Thank you.
Thank you. What we recommend we do.
I'm recommending that if we can consider some forgiveness on this tax, that we do so, so that he can continue to, at peace of mind, put all his energies and efforts in this. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions for the committee? Seeing none, thank you. I'd like to call to the table Mary I. Swing.
Right there, yep. Right there, brother.
Hi,
Grab that microphone right in front of you. Bring it close to your mouth.
my name is Mary Soy,
Your address.
210 State Street.
Please state your case.
Okay, my what?
State your case.
Please state your case.
Okay.
With the mic,
With the mic.
yeah, with the mic.
I was trying to get a car registered, and it's been like, it was 2016 that I purchased a vehicle. I was incarcerated. I had the Jeep a month. I was incarcerated on October the 6th. Somewhere, somebody didn't take the things out of my name when they repossessed the car. And it's been for 2 years. The tax on the car didn't expire until 2018. I wouldn't have known about it had I not tried to get another vehicle registered in my name. Here are my papers. And it shows the date that I was in. I had the Jeep 1 month. 1 month. From the 9th until the 10th, on the 6th of October, I was incarcerated. It didn't show up until the 7th, but it has on 10/7. I underlined that and on those papers, they don't show that I made a $6,000 payment either. I made $6,000 payment on that Jeep. And so I'm trying to get another car registered, and I need to have this taxes taken care of for this vehicle. And had I not tried to get another car registered in my name, I would have never have known that I owed the tax office the kind of $1,800 or some dollars just saying that I owed them.
Yes. And Mr. Chair, did you try to play turn?
They didn't. They took the car back. When I was arrested, they took the car. And I tried to keep up with it, but I was incarcerated. So they did not turn the plates, and apparently they didn't, because they're saying that I owe the taxes on the car. But I didn't have it. After the 6th of October, I didn't see the vehicle anymore after that. And I thought they turned the plates.
So you really had no way of knowing.
I had no way
The
of knowing.
process of returning the plates.
Exactly.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
what we said.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Ms. Green, what you're asking from this committee?
Because they're trying to say I need to get another car registered. They're trying to say I owe $1,800 and some in back taxes for a vehicle that I did not have.
So what relief you're asking of us tonight?
To relieve me of these taxes. I didn't have the vehicle. And it shows you on the paper, they repossessed it, the 11th. They took the car back on the 11th of 2016. So, and I didn't have the car after that. So 2018, when the tag expired, I had no knowledge. I thought the people turned the tags in. The Westlake Financial, I thought they turned the tags in, but apparently they did not.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you,
Thank you,
Mr.
colleagues. Mrs. Blanchard.
I got a simple question. Okay, so, folks, we know. Right. Okay, so you had the car in September. You said that you went to prison, that's in October, right?
I went in October the 6th.
Okay, so this paper said that it was discharged the following year, it was February 3rd?
It was February the 3rd, but they repossessed the car.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
November.
I'll get in there.
Okay.
So while you were in, somebody they took the car, so you didn't know what to do with the plate, because you didn't know where it was.
I didn't know where it was.
That's what I do.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Any additional questions?
Oh, yeah, that's right, that was one of the questions.
Mrs. Blanchard.
That was one of the questions, yeah, thank you for reminding me. Okay, that was my other question. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, so if it was registered from the 16, registrations only last 2 years.
Yeah, I got it in 2016.
Okay, but then here, you were being charged for 2020 for the same car.
I know, that's what I'm saying, but I didn't have the car. I haven't had the car since October the 6th. That was the last time I saw the car, of 2016. That was the last time I saw that Jeep.
So this is gap.
Like, so the bill, it's a back tax bill that's dated in 2020, but it was on the other side of the memo that Don prepared. Let you know that the taxes are for the grand list of 15 through 17.
Oh, yeah.
So there isn't anything,
Now,
yeah, there isn't anything
Yeah, but when I
after
saw-
17, even though it has 2020
Yeah.
over
I
here.
got you.
Yeah.
So when I saw.
It should be 2016 and 2017.
Thank you. for
Thank you.
that one, Claudia.
She didn't use my glasses yet. Can't see them. Okay, so, I'm fine, I'm good.
So you're looking for forgiveness for 2016 or 2017?
And 18, because the tag didn't expire and they didn't expire until 18. I didn't have the vehicle since 2016. I had it for 1 month in 2016. And that was from the 9th until the 6th of 10/6 of 16. I purchased the car in 2016. I only had the Jeep for a month. I tried to get in contact with them, but I was incarcerated. I tried to get somebody to look into it, but by the time they did, they had repossessed it. And then the next thing I knew, they was putting it up for sale. So and I was still incarcerated.
Any additional questions? Just a point of clarity here. This 2015. That had been from the previous one.
In
remember the
2015, that
bill,
was
so
the car.
The
That
bill-
was the car, it was a 2015 Cherokee Jeep. That's the make of the car, that was the year the car was made in. I didn't purchase the car until 9 16, that's when I purchased the car.
So anything, right, the bill will come out, as you know, starting in July. If you bought the car before October 1st, then the DL, that is the old DL, that's why you see 15. And then after October 1st, you would see 16, 17 after that.
Any more questions? Mr. Conrad? Yeah, Mr. Alvarez. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Hello?
Yeah.
You here?
Yeah.
Okay. So, just a comment, please. You know, it is our responsibility when you get rid of a car.
I didn't get rid of the
Let me
car.
finish.
Okay.
Let me finish. Whether you get rid of the car, it's repossessed, or whatever is done with it, it is our responsibility to make sure that the Department of Motor Vehicle knows that we are no longer in possession of, let me finish, no longer in possession of this vehicle. So that makes us responsible. I just want you to understand, because
Yes,
if you're gonna have another car, try to get another car registered, you're gonna run into the same issue.
Well, see, I didn't understand. I thought when they repossessed the car, that they turned the plates in.
Yeah, but that's
I
not,
had no idea.
I'm trying to make you understand that's not their responsibility.
But they have the title to the car and
It doesn't make a
everything. I
difference.
never got the title
Doesn't
or
make a
anything to
difference.
the car.
It doesn't make a difference.
Oh, my
I
God.
want you to understand that.
No, I don't understand it. You're gonna try to make me pay taxes for a vehicle that I did not have, and I had nothing to do with the plates. They repossessed the car. I can't turn plates in that I don't have.
It's not even the point of
Just one more.
having.
Sorry. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
I appreciate it. Also, thank you.
Yes.
Listen, thank you for coming before us today and explaining the situation clearly. I worked in the car business for about 5 years, so I understand these processes. I also understand that the lien holder, upon repossession of a vehicle and possession of the title, does have certain obligations
Thank
to
you.
notify the Department of Motor Vehicles. So I appreciate you for clarifying that.
Thank you. Okay.
Any more questions from the committee members?
Okay, thank you. So when will I know?
So
I can call.
you can either stay here till we look at that, or call tomorrow to have who is not here. Then you're gonna know what the decision was to his body,
Okay,
and then it goes to the council, then it goes to the board, and the board will make a determination to approve that.
okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'd like to call to the table Ronald Collins.
She's married.
Okay, so.
The other way? Yeah, with that, we're gonna go see him out. There you go.
And then we go out and come back.
You can go.
Close it, yep.
I don't know how, but I think it's across the street.
Mr. Jason.
They got me hip on. I go to the hospital today. $1,148.
We let sound so we can hear you.
Yeah, you can.
Yep. Yeah, yeah.
They didn't want to repay like June 19, $1,148.81. But then I told them I can't pay it, but I paid my regular mortgage. The car that got here was junked a long time ago before I even got the taxes on it. But one car that was here would give trouble about the Acura. Now, the Acura, I tried to pay on it.
but it was so high, I couldn't, I made like 3 payments, so they repossessed the Acura. But I had the same problem with the little lady, I left the plates on it. And I totally forgot about it. And now I'm getting this bill I have to pay right now, and I can't pay this right now. But all the rest of the cars, the Acura, I mean, not the Acura, the Celica, the Expedition, which I got from New York, I paid the tax on that. My wife, she paid the tax on the Celica, and I paid the taxes on the Expedition. I paid cash for that. And I didn't want to get in no trouble about it. I did that myself. And then I jumped it because I couldn't get them started. They sat in my yard for like 3, 4, 5 months. And I got rid of all these cars, every one of them except the Acura. So I'm trying to understand how do I owe $1,148?
What's the ask from us?
That this $1,148, I can't pay that.
How much can you pay?
You know, I gotta pay only this 1,000. Maybe I can pay the $148 I can pay, you know, just per minute. But these cars was all junked. They sat in my yard for months. I junked them all the plates was on them, and I got rid of them. And
do you have any receipts when you junked them, or do you have any?
We tried to look through receipts for 2 weeks, couldn't find none of them, because it's been so far back, you know. So far back, I couldn't find stuff. I tore my whole house up, trying to find these receipts, I couldn't. But I tried to remember the junk deal that I gave to, you know, I couldn't even do that. I've been back from the hospital, you know, things of that nature. I'm on dialysis, but I've been trying to just do things, you know, and doing dialysis from Monday, Wednesday to Friday, you know, it's very hard for me to do stuff. You know, not feeling good right now. Got out this morning. And, I gotta be here tomorrow. I'm trying to do the best I can.
Thank you. What about it?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Once again, you know, I hate to keep putting this on the table, but regardless of what you do with that car, if you don't turn the plates in, you're still responsible, sir.
What there were no plates on the car.
Well, they weren't, even if they weren't, the car was still on the log for the Department of Motor Vehicles. So they're still charging you. They're still gonna send us tax bills. They're gonna send us, we have to collect taxes on it. If you didn't get rid of the plates, if you didn't turn the plates back in, or at least notify the Department of Motor Vehicle, notifying them that you have the vehicle no more and the plates have been destroyed, missing, stolen, whatever. Because that's a lot of that goes on. Because somebody that has an illegal car, they're gonna snatch those plates, they're gonna put them on the car, and you're gonna continue to be taxed for it. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, just to add to that, you know, and remember that it's actually not the plate, it's a car. Because the plate could be expired, and you still pay taxes, you still got the car in your house, that's property tax, but that's someone, that's another question to just, and I explanation to that what my colleague was saying. Now, I see here that the taxes are from 2013, 2014. It's 2022. Why are you coming now? Are you planning to get another car?
I had a little car. I had a Kia, in the registered Kia, and I told them when I was down to Mobile, I said, you know, block open taxes because I want to register the car in my name. Because I get back and forth to dialysis, you know. And they registered the car, so these taxes was paid. Plus, my wife, she paid the son, she paid for that. I paid and she paid.
Any receipts for that? Or we still
We just tried, yeah. It's very hard to find.
Yeah. I still gotta ask a question. Okay, so The car you got now, what kind of car you is it Kia? What
It's
is it?
a small Kia, it's 2007.
2007. So you don't pay it, it's not a new car. You
No,
don't pay it.
no,
Yeah.
no, not
You
a
really
car.
pay it, okay?
It's a used car.
Yeah, so, you know, that's that. So you here, so you want this erased, so then you can start paying your tax. Are you current on your current car?
Yeah, they told me that I couldn't pay on the Kia
What do you pay?
until this. I said, I can't pay this.
So whenever you pay, you come to this.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to, know why, since these taxes are so old, why you coming down, but now you understand that you have a new car to go to, it was in dialysis.
Dialysis, yeah.
All right, so you say you need that car.
Yes,
You need that car, okay, so we'll try to help you here. And you say you can pay 148?
I can pay my bill on 48.
Any chance we can do a little better? I have to ask.
Oh,
All
boy.
right, I'm done, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So I do understand you stated earlier that you can't pay that right now. I believe that it would give you 3 months to make payments, or at least keep it until we're in May, so July, August, or actually what, early September?
Okay, so what's today from?
So this is 24. If we were to extend into what is the 3 months?
Yeah.
That would be September.
Well, it'd be 3 months
From the first meeting, right?
from when you vote.
Yeah,
When the
yeah,
board votes.
yeah.
So that could be 3 months from
Yeah,
July.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So theoretically, you have from 3 to, I'm gonna say 6 months.
From the 20th, from June 20th, which is the second reading.
No, there's only one meeting.
Oh, that's right, only one.
Yeah.
So
it
then
would be
the
July.
second reading is in July.
So you're
So
talking
that
about
means it will be July. No,
July.
we'll go July.
And then August, September, October. Theoretically, if you were to forgive the interest, because right now you owe 2,580.
How much?
You owe 2,508. With 70 cents. If we were to forgive the interest, you owe the original, which is 1,140 with 85 cents. Theoretically, you would have up to October if we were to approve the extension. So October to make payment of about 148 with 85 cents. June, July, August, October, so divided by 5. Theoretically, if you were to pay 229 with 77 cents, 229 with 77,
77.
you would be able to pay this off by October.
What, $229?
But you won't have to pay anything until October. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And but you have to pay it at one large lump sum. So you have to pay for 148 with 85 cents, one time, in October.
I can't pay like every month.
You can set it aside, you can take that money, set it aside, and then accumulate it until October, and then go to the tax collector and pay it all in one shot in October.
Oh, that'd be good. I'll do it that way then.
If so,
Yeah.
this body hasn't decided yet, but if you're amenable to us forgiving the interest, if you will be able to pay 1,148 with 85, you have until October to make the payment. Can you do that?
I think I can squeeze that out. I can squeeze that out.
Okay. Mr. Bashir.
Okay, and something that I'm gonna work out to share for that time. If you don't do it in October, all the taxes will come back in, if we decide to recommend that to the board, and you don't comply in October, it'll be back again to 2,580.
So the interest will go right back out. And you have to pay the whole thing.
It'll go back up.
It'll go. So just for clarity, Mr. Vice Chair, if we recommend that this body recommends to forgive the interest and just have you pay the original taxes, you have until October to make that payment in full. one time.
One time.
If you do not pay that, you would have to pay everything all over again, $2,580.78. And you may need to come back before a committee, and so that we can understand why you put it back. Can we make a secondary decision? Yes, but we would recommend that you just take care of it in October.
This October comes out.
Mr. Vice Chair.
Something that, can we freeze the taxes? So that way. We done that before.
Which that?
This was.
Yeah, whatever this
So
is.
whatever was here doesn't accrue any more interest.
Right.
So
Whatever
this
this
is what he
is,
owes.
right.
So in October, it will be 2,000, will be this.
Right, but he still has the key, don't forget.
Thank you.
Right.
Well, the key is simple.
Right.
Yeah.
You need to explain that.
Yeah, so the taxes for the you're gonna pay are strictly for the Celica, the Expedition, and the TSX. For the 3 vehicles. This has nothing to do with the Kia.
Okay, so you guys let them take my kid.
We won't take a Kia out, we're gonna take a Kia. If you're able to pay everything by October, you should be caught up. And you should be able to make payments to your Kia for the taxes. When did you purchase the Kia again?
When did I purchase it?
Did you purchase it this year?
Yeah, about a year ago. No, less than that.
So you probably wouldn't have received a bill for this year. Am I correct?
Yes, that's what he said, and he wanted to go pay that, and that's when they said, you gotta pay all of this first.
Yeah, and my father was reminding me that we're gonna add you to the next top list, so your Kia will not be told.
Oh, God, shoot that. Oh, thank you. God bless you. Oh, Lord.
If that's something that we can do this year. Would that be something that I can add to the?
Yeah, you all can,
Okay.
you all can do all that, it's just a matter, again, of him understanding that the 25, 80, 78 minus the interest, which is the 1148.85,
Yep.
does not include the Kia.
Yeah.
Correct.
So if you're including the Kia, then that's an additional, whatever the Kia bill is.
Yeah.
Is additional.
So I don't know what you offer the Kia, probably have a better sense because you have to know at home, correct?
Yes.
So what I would, my just recommendation is, as you're accumulating, every month as you're saving up for the 1,148, also anticipate what you're gonna owe for the Kia, so that when you pay everything that you owe for the Celica, Expedition, TSX, right there, you can also pay for your Kia.
Okay.
And then at that point, you kill 4 birds with 1 stone. The Celica, Expedition, TSX, and the Kia. That makes sense?
It makes sense.
Okay. And I would, entertain your question.
One last question before. Your house, you rented,
I'm sorry.
your house, you said you own a house, right?
No, I don't own the
Oh,
house.
you,
My
I thought you said, you pay mortgage.
mortgage, I help up in.
Oh, you help us, oh, okay, no, I thought you, okay. Cause you said you pay mortgage, ah, so you help, okay, that's all. Thank you.
This is gonna close with.
Thank you for comment there. Have we established that, the county is, qualified for the senior disabled tax abatement? Has that been qualified?
Good question.
That's what I'd like to know, and I'd like to know also if we can provide Mr. County with the opportunity to demonstrate his hardship, financial hardship, in order to, consider his request that the total.
I'm sorry.
Have you applied for, what is it, assistance for hardship or the
Well, I'm not, I know there's a senior disabled tax abatement, and I don't know if there's something else with hardship, but I'm wondering, well, whatever we have available, the city, if it's been determined and qualified, to give the opportunity to pursue that.
So at this moment, we're gonna ask how, do you have any answer on that?
He would need to talk to the assessor's office.
Okay.
To see what he qualifies for, 1. 2, as you know, although our sponsorship is new, but the hardship place is you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're on
yeah.
electric plate.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
why
yeah.
this is the electric plate.
Thank you. Because I was gonna say, current chair, former chair.
Yeah.
and you didn't remember
Oh, yeah, yeah.
that we're missing. Here's my chair.
Yes, yeah. He mentioned something that I didn't know that. First of all, how old are you? 2.5, right? So I know it used to be medallion, right? Who's in now?
Tommy V.
Tommy, is it?
Tommy Veal?
Tommy Bill, can you give him the information? And maybe he could, maybe he could call her tomorrow and, any help that they could provide him. Cause I remember it was medallion, we should send him to medallion, but no, so it's Tommy. Okay, before you leave, he's gonna give you information.
Okay. It was, already, yes, of course, yeah, of course.
Thank you. Are you working right now?
Yes, I am part-time.
Part-time. And when you go to the appointments, do you drive yourself or does someone have to help you?
Well, sometimes we drive by myself, and sometimes they help me. But I can do that to the house.
So how will you pay? You're hoping to get the car registered, the Kia.
The key is
Is registered?
yeah,
Okay, then how will you be paying? If, let's say you were forgiven these taxes, how will you then pay the taxes for your Kia from here forward?
well, I'm gonna be saving up for my part-time job. And they give me hours when I want, and, I need social security. But like I said, when I do social security money, is going into the long-term health pay, and I'll try to do it that way.
That's what I needed to know. Thank you.
Any more questions? Thank you for your time. If you don't have to stay until the end, you can definitely call out or that meeting, and they'll let you know what was the decision that we took tonight.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah. This time, I will speak to the person that's here, but just in case, I would like to call Grady and Louis Mills.
Would like to testify on behalf.
Oh, sorry. So if they're not here, I'm wondering, they do qualify.
He's blind.
Yeah, they do qualify. This is the first time application. Put that to the political. And Ms. Brady is blind, Ms. Brady does not drive, both on social security, and they do the requirements in the program. At this time, they don't need to be here, so we can certainly make a decision favorably. But at this time, I'd like to recognize my colleague. Or you can testify, whatever, you can have discussion or you can testify.
Good evening, it's Evan Ashton Smith, 231 Star Street. Just, I understand that the Jones family bought that, but I just wanted to speak briefly. These are residents of Ward 20. The information is correct, Mr. Brady is fine, and his wife doesn't drive. They demonstrated through the readout we have of their financial situation and also their age that they're unable to pay. I did speak with them this evening. They would have been here if they could have, and they really would appreciate our consideration.
Indeed, thank you for that statement. We will take that into consideration, absolutely. Questions, before we, questions, before the colleagues, questions? Comments? Oh, he was there. Alder.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So in regards to Mr. Grady Jones and his wife, I understand that their property is in foreclosure. Were you able to reach out to them, get them more assistance to that?
What would happen tonight, as far as what the process is here. But if there's additional, things we could do.
We can sidebar. Or have them get in touch with me. Some advice into this. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Colin. This time, I would like to recognize anyone from the public who wishes to testify on items 1 through 6. Please come up. Anybody from the public who wishes to testify on items 1 through 6? Anyone from the public wishing to testify on items 1 through 6? Seeing none. I'll entertain the motion to close the public portion of this meeting.
So move.
Second.
The motion has been moved, is seconded, discussion. Seeing none, all in favor to close the public portion, please indicate with aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, any abstentions? Ayes have it. The public portion has been closed. I'll entertain motions. Mr. Vice Chair.
I move, the first item on the agenda.
What is the motion?
Second. No, just move.
It's been moved and seconded. Discussion.
Okay,
Mr. Vice Chair.
okay, so we're gonna be doing very good work in the community. But my only concern was the first couple of years they have tenants. And the other gentleman that he was being taxed on the tenants being there. I mean, I could make the motion that I'm thinking about right now. So my motion would be to reimburse the last 2 years that they did while they were in Anthony, which comes out to $27,043.58.
Can we hear a second?
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Vice Chair.
27, what was that figure again?
$27,043.58. Just take out the first 2 years.
27,000. 043 with 58. 043 with 58 cents.
58.
Yeah. But I think since we established that they're exactly, 501c3 was only in 2021. We have the authority and the power to go back a few years. And I would like to do that for them because they do a good job with the community, seeing the pictures that they got. And I think it's fair for us and for them, because the first 2 years, like I said, they had tenants. We don't know how much money they were taking. And that's my motion. The last 3 years, reimburse them.
So, Mr. Vice Chair, I would have to say that I would agree. Because that was the one thing that I was thinking about. They are a non-for-profit organization and they've been established since April 16, 2015. But in fiscal year 16 and 17, they did have tenants in the property. And I would agree that in the last 2 years, they should get reimbursed, giving a total of $27,158. Mr. Smith, Alder Smith.
You answered my question. I was just looking at verification of how we start out that they were only tenant for the first year.
I believe they had 10, 16, and 17, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. clarification.
Just for clarification.
Gentlemen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
Oh, and sorry.
The management signature.
Correction on that.
name and address for the record.
My name is Arlene Henry. I'm the pastor of Now Faith Ministry Church. Address is 116 Athens Street in the city of New Haven, Connecticut, 06515. We started out Now Faith Ministry since 2011, there originally, but in 2016, we had a tenant on the second floor, and we established on the first floor, but that tenant was gone in 2017. So the church was, the building was totally used for ministry, 2017, 18, 19. 3 years there. And time goes by fast. It's going to be 3 years at Anthony Street. This year.
Nice building.
Yes.
Yeah, I do it really.
Yes.
So, Mr. Chair, just to help you guys, so, 2016 is when the tenant.
The tenant was there on the second floor in 2016.
What date on the 2017 did the tenant leave?
I don't want to give you a date because I can't think right now, but he was gone and he was not there in 2017. He actually abandoned the building and left all the stuff in there. And we had to have it all cleaned out.
So just so the community understand, remember, with the numbers you have here are not the calendar year, they're the tax year. So you need to add a year to this, to understand which year. So what you're doing right now in terms of 2018, 2019, and 2020 reflects that there was no one there in 2017. Because remember, the tax year.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, because the year before, yeah.
Right. So we can adjust that
Yeah.
and perhaps maybe incorporate it. Would you be amenable at the end of the day? Thank you for that clarification. Thank you, Al.
So.
I mean, at this point, if you don't want to take it further, and you did say we
Yeah.
go back a couple of years. Older felonies.
Considering what has been shared with us in light that that amount includes also 2016, I think we could keep it at 27. Thank you.
Any additional comments from the committee?
So, yeah, just, is that figure gonna stay the same?
Yes.
26.
So the
43.
So the original motion was that we reimburse $27,043.58. It has been seconded. Discussion is currently at this point. And I don't see any more discussion. Any additional comments or concerns or questions? Seeing none, all in favor to approve the motion to reimburse $27,043.58, please indicate with an eye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? The ayes have it. I will entertain additional motions, Mr. Vice Chair.
Okay, I make a motion, item number 2, that we do use the money that she paid and put it down towards the taxes, bringing it down to $66.50. We'll forgive the fees and the interest.
Here's a second.
Okay. In item number 2, I'm motioning that since she pays $75.17, that be applied to her tax, bringing it down to $66.50, and forgiving the fees and interest and making it UC item.
So that's 7517 coming off of the 141.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Order, do I hear a second?
Second,
Discussion. Ask your question.
so. So the question was, so we are going to subtract the 7517 off of the 141.67.
Yes, and forgive the fees and interest.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Yes, sir.
Mr. Vice Chair.
Thank you. Comments? Alderman.
I'm a little concerned about even any kind of payment on her part, because if you look at the tax year due, 2012, and then 2020, and she clearly testified here that she paid those taxes. And an administrative error can occur. And I know for a fact that no car can be registered. There's tremendous difficulty in registering if there are issues of traffic, tickets, or owing taxes to the city. So if we look at the time period here, and she's come before us as testified that she paid those taxes. So I just want to bring that.
Thank you for that point. Before I give it to the Vice Chair, I believe for item number 5, he was able to register his vehicle, but he still has to pay taxes on his old vehicles, but he was still able to register the Kia, if you recall. Item number 5. So that certainly can, someone can certainly register the vehicle, but they're going to pay taxes. It's going to apply to the old vehicles versus the special.
Two. Yes. So I've been in tax abatements for my 11 years that I've been alone. And I will tell you, over 100 people came here, owing taxes, and they're being raised a car. That's every month, we have people like that, because more people have been to me, sometimes they go to the dealer, then to the city, they have to do some cars. So it's a car for them to do that, because you've been the chair for a few, you've been with me for a few years. Every month we have 2 or 3 like that. Okay, and going back to her, when she testified, she did say to apply that to the bill, and she'll pay the rest. That's why I clearly heard that, sir. She said that should be, instead of going to the old Piash scooter, to go to the 141 exactly. So that's what I know. That's what I know earlier. So for the education, everyone, if you come, you see people please your car. Well, I didn't know, but they come with the taxes, and that's when they get hit with their own taxes. Thank you.
Okay, I think that's good. That's the way I would be comfortable with being that 66.50 applied to that amount. Thank you.
Indeed. And you don't have to make this part of the motion.
No, I did make it.
Okay.
I made it.
All right.
I did say you see.
You did.
Yeah, okay?
Okay, perfect. Any more discussion? I mean, I agree with the perspective to apply the 7517 if you wanted originally applied to Kimco and not Yahtzee. But there's also no proof that she can present before us of past taxes that she paid.
Looking at the period of time, it's quite obvious that she's
that has registration up to date. There's no way, Department of State of Connecticut, Department of Motor Vehicle will not allow you to register a car if you owe tickets and if you